This is just some of the technology that's been on offer during the Bangladesh Premier League for 2023, and Iftikhar Ahmed tops the power, the shot power. 1,855 watts he created in one stroke. I wonder how much power there is in this one, because that's gone all the way.
On the cue, right on the cue. Talk about power. That is a lovely piece of timing from Mushfiqur Rahim. Just when they were looking to pick up a boundary, he's done this beautifully, and he's gone for the maximum. It's a 6.
Clever batting. Bowler always under pressure. When he gets hit for 6 and then a single, 7 off 2. He's wanting to fight for his over. You can see Moeen Ali wanting the ball. He wants to get things going a little bit quicker here. There's just the feeling that the Comilla Victorians haven't been on the money here this evening. They've been a little bit off the pace, and you just wonder, with 10 wins in a row to get them into this position, if there's a little bit, they're a little bit lax at the moment. And just a half-er appeal, probably given his runs.
And you can actually go back and look at that very first over that Dre Russ bowled. There were a couple of overthrows, a couple of misfielding in the outfield. Energy, not the kind of energy that we have seen earlier from Comilla Victorians. But at this stage, you still have a long way to go. Just a single. So they need to just bring that energy level a little bit on a higher side, Comilla Victorians, to just send a message that yes, we are still in, we believe in ourselves, and we can still chase whatever you score. The body language, it's not there.
Very fine line between complacent and confident. And there's no doubt that they're a confident unit, the fielding side. They've got so much power, so much skill, so many superstars, match winners on every corner of this ground. But if you get complacent in T20 cricket, you can get badly burnt. He's a clever bowler. 10 from it. He saved the over, 125 for 3.
अग्नि परीक्षा राम ने ली तो विनाश किसका होना चाहिए, रावण का या राम का?
Around 7 overs. The Fizz has got 2 left. You would expect him to bowl those. Well, 1 at the back end, surely. Sure, the skipper Imral Case will want him to bowl 1 of those 2 at the back end. He's such a skillful bowler in the death overs. He bowls good slower balls, cutters, yorkers.
This is where the game can turn. Mustafizur Rahman is in the attack, but it's the last 5 overs. 7 wickets in hand. Well placed at 125 for 3. Sylhet strikers, and they need to strike big in these 5 overs.
In the gap and 4. That's muscled through extra cover.
Yeah, if you look at the field set, there's a mid-off, and right next to him, a couple of yards away to his right, it's a straightish extra cover. But he hits it right in the middle. Have a look at this shot. It was short and thumped it away. Have a look at those 2 fielders. Unorthodox field position, but it's still gets it through the gap. That is a very good blow to start the over.
No. Someone walking in front of the side screen. It's never really a cricket game unless someone walks in front of a side screen. Tends to happen wherever you are in the world at some stage during a match. Mustafa Rahman. And the pace taken off again. Just a moment there, Ryan Burl's eyes would have lit up and he would have thought, here I'm getting a juicy full toss. But the ball just dies on him at the end.
Yeah, batters look to play big shots, but they are, at times they're caught by surprise when it's a full toss, and especially if it's a low full toss. Even more so if it's a slow, low full toss. Well, that's what they are playing for. That's the Champions Trophy. Who's going to take it?
Again, very aware that man third in the ring is right on the edge, Sunil Narayan. So a nice early call there from Ryan Burl. Game on a knife edge at the moment. One big over can see Sylhet propelled to around that 180, 190 mark, which has been mentioned already. But a couple of tight ones can suddenly see them struggling to 160, 170, which is very gettable with that Victorians powerhouse batting lineup. They are finding boundaries early on in the over. They just haven't been able to capitalize on those early boundaries yet. This is high into the air. The Fizz says it's my ball and puts it down.
Never easy. But this could also once again hurt Comilla Victorians. It's the bowler himself. Yes, the ball was moving in the air. It's a lovely delivery. It's the cutter. Nearly worked in favor of Mustafa Rahman. There was no one around him. So he said, it's going to be mine. Yeah, just messes it up at the last moment. The Ryan Burl survives.
Gee, that went high. It really went high. And those catches that go straight up. Wide call. Those catches that go straight up into the air are not as simple as people think it is. You know, when the ball goes at a trajectory towards the boundary, it's easier to judge. These are so difficult to judge. And we saw the Fizz there. At one stage, he had his fingers pointing down, and then he suddenly turned to his fingers pointing up. So he got himself into a bit of a mess. But not an easy catch. Burl survives. Oh, I tell you what. I'm glad I'm not wearing a wig, because he swung hard at that and I would have lost it. The wind created from that swing.
Not a bad delivery, not a bad delivery at this stage of the game, producing a dot. And some sort of pressure after dropping a catch of his own bowling. Let's beat the bat. Again, a slower delivery, taking the pace off the ball. Well, certainly intentions are clear. He's going for it, Ryan Burl.
Another opportunity, another opportunity. This should be taken, and is. A backpedaling catch is well taken, and Ryan Burl will be dismissed at the conclusion of the 16th over. They've still got lots of wickets in hand, but this is exactly what the Victorians would have wanted.
Yeah, Mustafa Rahman comes back strongly and picks up the same batter that he dropped a little while earlier. So Ryan Burl goes back to the pavilion for 13. Sylhet strikers 134 for 4. And it is this strategy.
Now, Mushfiqur Rahim gets into the act. He loves playing that shot. It does employ that so very well. 4 runs.
The 50 from Mushfiqur. Just 35 deliveries faced. And he needs to carry on and carry on to the end if he can.
Just another single. Pamela is waiting downstairs. Let's go down and join her.
Malik, Director Bangladesh Cricket Board, Member Secretary of BPL Governing Council, Chairman Finance Committee of BCB. Hello.
আর আজকে ফাইনালে তো উই আর ইন ট্রেমেন্ডাস প্রেসার ফর দ্য ম্যাচ যাতে
We'll have to throw back to the comms.
Sunil Narayan doing the trick, getting rid of Tisara, and this is how he's done it. Just that ball, it seemed to flick it from the front of his head. Goes. Well, he comes in maybe a little earlier than Zakir George Linder. 1,519 runs in his 111th innings. And he's going to try and build up a partnership here with there because of this. Not the best option. Oh, that was just past the bat. Intriguing ball. Let's go back to Pamela.
BPL is always fascinating and interesting and exciting. Crowd আপনি যেরকম বললেন যে অসাধারণ, আরেকটু কিছু বলুন।
আপনি জানেন যে দেখবেন যে আজকে তো ফুল স্প্যাক স্টেডিয়াম আমাদের এখানে অলমোস্ট প্রায় 35,000 স্টেডিয়ামে আছে, বাইরেও প্রায় অলমোস্ট 10,000 লোক দাঁড়ানো এবং লাস্ট 2 days উই আর ইন ফেসিং ট্রেমেন্ডাস প্রেশার ফর টিকেটস, এভরিওয়ান ইজ আস্কিং ফর টিকেটস। তো আমাদের যেহেতু লিমিটেশন, সিটের লিমিটেশন আছে, আমরা তো টিকিট এত দিতে পারি না। সো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ উই আর ভেরি হ্যাপি যে আমাদের বিপিএল এর দর্শক টার্ন আউটটা ওয়াজ ফ্যান্টাস্টিক।
এবার বিপিএল এ আমরা অনেক নতুন লোকাল প্লেয়ার্স দেখেছি যারা দারুণ খেলছে, সো তাদের নিয়ে ফিউচারে কি ভাবনা চিন্তা?
দেখুন, অলওয়েজ এই টুর্নামেন্টটা করার আমাদের একটা অবজেক্টিভ থাকে যাতে লোকাল ট্যালেন্টসকে আমরা উঠিয়ে আনতে পারি। দিস ইজ দ্য অনলি T20 টুর্নামেন্টই আমাদের এই ক্যালেন্ডার ইয়ারে। সো এই বছর আমাদের যদি দেখেন তহিদ হৃদয়, শান্ত, রনি তালুকদার, অল দ্য ইয়াং চ্যাপস আপ মানে কাম আপ। আপনি যদি বোলিংও দেখেন, হাসান মাহমুদ ইজ দ্য হাইয়েস্ট উইকেট টেকার, দেন নাসির হোসেন, তানভীর ইজ দেয়ার। সো উই আর ভেরি হ্যাপি। এবং ওদেরকে নিয়ে যেটা হয়, আমাদের এইচপি ইউনিট বলে একটা ইউনিট আছে, তারা কিন্তু এই লোকাল ট্যালেন্টসদেরকে নিয়ে দীর্ঘমেয়াদী একটা প্রশিক্ষণের ব্যবস্থা।
It's up to Mushfiqur Rahim. He's really played a wonderful hand in this Sylhet strikers innings. 54 of 37. He's seen his partners come and go. And at 144 for 5 with 3 overs to go, another 30 on the board would come in handy. Big swing of the bat. That's high in the air. It's going to fall into, oh my goodness, not for the first time. This is Moeen Ali of all people. Another one grossed.
What is going on here? He had all the time in the world. Slower delivery from Mustafizur. High in the night sky. He settled and he spilled it. Look at that. Oh, that's a big letdown for the bowler.
There he goes again. Now a similar kind of elevation this time around. This is a dazzling one. An attempt by Liton Kumar Das, 2 in 2. Unbelievable.
It's all happening here at the National Stadium. That was a much more difficult chance. You can't blame him too much. He really covered it at the ground. He got there, should have taken it. Went right through his hand. That's 2 in 2. What is happening here?
With the forward hands lashed onto it. And that's really rubbing salt into the wound. 2 drop catches and then the boundary.
Mustafizur, the bowler, is wondering what next must I do. 2 drop catches back to back and then now a boundary. This is not good cricket at this time by the Comilla Victorians. You got to take those catches.
Losing count on how many catches have been dropped, Sir Curtly, in this innings. Mustafiz himself dropped one. of his own bowling. They're all totting up. He goes once again, not too far, and this time it's been taken. On the third attempt, this is Liton Kumar Das. That smile of relief says it all.
A catch has been taken. Litton does this time on the long on ball.